Hey guys, what's up? It's Bib7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here. Today, in this one, I'm going to be talking about this week's update, as well as the line firemaking update that came out the other week, because I didn't end up making that video over the weekend. Just figured I would bundle it together with this video, since there's pretty much two not really big update weeks in a row, so don't think they really need a full video for each one. And yeah, so either way, I'll start talking about the line firemaking first, because that was obviously last week, and since I wasn't fully recovered from being sick yet, I didn't make a video on it. But either way, there's this new thing called the pitch can, which you can use to speed up making your fires, and also it actually helps speed up bonfire burning of logs too, so you can do either way of doing fires, but you can refill it at Char's Pit, which is part of the whatever it's called, the curse, Firemaker's Curse quest, I believe. So that is why they included the pitch can from that quest. It's basically what it is now is in the real game, because that was like an item from the quest that you used. And it has 2,000 charges and is tradable in its full state and its empty state. So you need to do a D&D to fill it up, I believe, at Char's Cave. So you just take part in the Char's activity. I think it's where you like drop logs on the ground and then activate something and run back and forth. And that used to be a weekly thing you could do for Firemaking XP, and now it's, I think you're probably still going to get Firemaking XP for it, but you also can use it to charge the can, and you also have the chance to get a pitch can as a drop when you finish the training challenge. So yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. It sounds a little bit weird. I don't really understand why people, or why they think people wanted the line firemaking back. I mean, don't think anybody will really end up doing it for any reason. I'm not 100% sure though. Depends on if it's really better XP or not, but either way, I mean, like I said, it's not a huge update, and that was what was last week. They also talked a little bit about the player-owned farms, which are coming out pretty soon. Some stuff to do, well, soon, I mean, who knows, probably gonna be a few months at least, but you're gonna be able to like own animals and stuff, I think, so that's gonna be pretty interesting to see how they end up doing with that. And they put out a bunch of concept art, and people were able to submit their own art as well for them to consider, like putting that kind of stuff into the farm. But not sure, I don't think they really confirmed anything yet, but it all looks pretty cool. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see if you can like have some of the stuff that's already in the game, like, you know, terror birds and stuff like that, in the farm or not. But other than that, I'm trying to quickly access the patch notes for this week, so let me see if I can yeah, or last week rather. I don't think, as far as I know, there wasn't anything massively changed in here. Just going to assume there's not too much from the first few things. And let's check other, just a bunch of typo things. Oh yeah, they actually ended up increasing the price on one of the traveling merchant's items, which was the livid plant, which gave you some livid farm points. They increased it, actually doubled its price from 500k to 1 mil. So I would still buy it, honestly, because livid farm is so ass, but still, it's pretty surprising that they just actually decided to change something on it. I think people complained about it or something. They said it was too cheap, but I don't know. It doesn't really, you know, the 500k 1 mil doesn't really make a big difference. If you want to buy the points, you're going to be buying it regardless of the price, pretty much, I'd assume. I mean, I don't think that price change is going to actually convince anyone to not buy it that would have otherwise. So it doesn't really make much sense. But I guess, you know, it removes more gold, I guess, from the game, and that's fine. Other than that, I'm just quickly reading through these since I did miss this stuff. Book of Death apparently had a glitch, and we have the ninja fixes are always interesting. Bunch of weird things about the Firemaker's Curse quest. And then a bunch of things about the chars. So nothing super interesting. You can now left-click funeral pyres. Oh, I thought you could already left-click. Oh, maybe you couldn't left-click the funeral pyre until you already put the corpse on it. So it looks like you can put the corpse on the pyre. You can just spam click the pyre to allow yourself to do them more easily, like if you're doing burning Firewatch corpses or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Slayer contracts and social Slayer interfaces have been graphically updated. I haven't done social Slayer in a while. I do want to try and get that Freezy pet eventually, but I'll have to wait and see if I ever feel like actually doing the social Slayer. So yeah, that's basically it for last week. I mean, I didn't really miss much. And then this week it's even less interesting, honestly, because it's just a patch week this week. Although there was some kind of cool stuff in here. They actually finally released the ability to dye the Kopeshes and the Praesoul items with Barrow's Blood, Shadow, and Third Age dyes. Previously could only be ice dyed, so that might cause dyes to go back up a little bit in price, probably, for people. I mean, people are obviously going to be buying them for their weapons that they want to dye because of the, people that are super rich always love to have the dyes. So it's good to see they finally came out with that. It was a while ago that they previewed it, and then people didn't like it, so I guess they redid it. I haven't actually seen too many of them. That's a Drygore. Doesn't look like there's anybody here in the bank with it. Saw the Third Age ones on Reddit, but it doesn't look that great for the Kopesh's Third Age. But still, I think it's good that they finally come out with that. They also did the rework of the Combat Academy to incorporate Revolution into it, so that's really good. Hopefully makes learning combat a bit easier for new players. They also changed some stuff with the Make X interface, which I guess I should be able to pull up really quick just to see how different it really looks. Okay, it doesn't really look a whole lot different. This thing on the right here looks a bit cleaner, to be honest with you, and they changed something with these drop downs. These drop downs used to be really buggy, but it looks like they've made them a lot better on, like, just being usable, more easily usable, so that's good. Yeah, in general it looks pretty good. They changed this button to yellow, which I don't see why they did that, but I kind of like the way the old one looked with the interface. But in general, it does definitely look a bit cleaner in there, so that's pretty good. Kind of a random change that they ended up coming out with, but other than that, that was all that was on the main page. But there was a few things in the patch notes as well. You can now, after doing the Evil Dave quest, you can catch the rats with your bare hands, which is kind of cool. Makes it a lot easier to get if you're like an Iron Man or something going for those. Sorry about that little cut there. I had to go to the bathroom really quick, but either way, I think I don't really 100% remember what I was talking about. I think I was just talking about the Evil Dave thing that they changed, where you can do the barehanded catching with the rats after the quest, I think. So that's pretty useful, I guess, for, I don't know, usually only Iron Men use that in general, but still could be useful after you do that quest. Other than that, they changed a little something that was kind of funny and has generated a lot of memes on Reddit. The previous way you would actually get rid of, like, say, my group chat right here, or I had it all hidden, but previously there would be tabs aside from all chat for all your other chats, like clan chat, guest clan chat, and all that. And previously you'd have to go in here and go to chat settings, and there would be a tick box for every single one of those different types of chat that you would have to untick if you didn't want it to show up on your interface. There was no way to remove it otherwise. They decided to change that, which I think is a good thing that they changed, but they didn't do it in the most elegant of ways, where they have it so that now you have all the chat bars under the ribbon under the community section. So if I hover over this, I mean, I'm sure you've done it already, but it is just like, I think someone said it was 13 things long, so there's every type of chat in here, including group chat, clan chat, guest clan chat. Oh yeah, there's just too much. I don't know. It looks a bit ridiculous, but it is much more convenient than having to go into the settings every time you want to pull up the chat or close the chat. So I think it's a good change, but they could have made it a little bit less cluttered up on this screen here. I'm not sure how, but still, there was that. They also introduced a bunch of new bugs this week, despite it only being a patch week. Did they fix it yet? I'm not sure. Previously, if you typed I or B into your GE search, it would just close the search and you wouldn't be able to do anything. So any items with a B or an I in it, you wouldn't be able to buy for a little while, which was kind of funny. But other than that, I just saw on Reddit there was a bunch of bugs released somehow. It doesn't really make much sense considering there weren't a lot of updates, but yeah, that's just typical Jagex with their fail to even do any QA. Oh yeah, there's a few more things added to Evil Dave's stuff. If you have completed the quest, when you eat a spicy stew, you'll have a better chance of getting a good stat boost, so a +2 to 6 or better. So that's pretty good. Makes it a little bit less annoying if you're trying to go for a boost in general. And then you can also examine the spice to see what it can do. So that's really good because previously, going and looking on the freaking wiki was a bit annoying to have to do every single time you wanted to do that. Like if you wanted to know what they were using. I'm quickly trying to look on here. There's also some new chipped telly tabs that you can make with Evil Dave's what's it called? His spell book. I'm not sure of the exact locations of those, and Reddit seems to be failing me on. Oh, here we go. So you can change your Varrock teleport tabs to take you to the Varrock Museum, the Lumbridge ones to take you to the south entrance of the crater, the Falador teletabs to take you to the South Falador Gate, the Camelot teletab to take you to the Catherby Docks, the Arty teletab to take you to West Arty, which is something I might want to get for clue scrolls. Take you to West Arty, that's really cool. And the Watchtower teletab will take you to the Observatory House. Unfortunately, not inside the actual observatory, but still a bit of an improvement. But yeah, the West Arty one will be really, really nice. I'm probably going to be getting those before I ever go to do clues again. So yeah, I think that's a great one. Cool little additions to that quest. Other than that, they did a couple changes in the ninja fixes, but nothing too major. God D-Hide is now called Blessed Dragon Hide, and then the type, and then the god name after it. So the names of all these items are stupidly long now, which is kind of dumb, but I don't know why they changed that. It makes it a little bit too long if you ask me. You can now sell agility tops for double the value upon completion of elite desert tasks, which I think increases it from 1k to 2k. So that's not really the best. It should probably be like at least 10k from doing the elite tasks, and then still nobody would do it, so it doesn't make any sense really. And yeah, that is pretty much it. They fixed some glitches with auras, but either way, again, just a pretty lame little patch week, nothing really too exciting to talk about it. But yeah, I figured I would make this would get me all caught up on all the updates now, and should be having some new videos from some of my series hopefully within the next few days. I will probably be doing some elite clues soon because I've got quite a few built up in the bank, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.